Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining in this very emergency update, because the price of Bitcoin as we are speaking is breaking down and is also testing one of the most important support line around 27,200 range, because we know if this 27,200 support gets broken, the price of Bitcoin, instead of this continuation towards the next area confluence around 28,000, 29,000, we will be looking at a reversal pattern with a price objective around 25,000 for the upcoming days. And as we can see, the price parallelly is also forming some bearish scenario for the medium short term. So we are going to talk about all of this in today's video, but first thing first, destroy that like button if you haven't done it yet, and for those individuals watching it the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So yesterday on my video I made things very clear. In the medium short term, the price of Bitcoin needs to flip the previous temporary resistance into support. The 27,800 resistance line needs to be flipped into support if you are expecting this broadening bottom formation to play out for Bitcoin. We came around the 27,800, we went even higher, but unfortunately we failed to flip that into support, and since then the price of Bitcoin is clearly lacking momentum and is also fighting to remain above this final line of support which we have around 27,000 to 27,200 range, because we know, guys, this rejection which we had yesterday around 27,800 was an important line, because we were expecting the price of Bitcoin to continue this uptrend towards 28,800, 29,000 before choosing a trend direction. But in our case, you can see this got rejected exactly at this 27,800, the previous temporary resistance line, and now we are holding the final line of support, because if this final line of support gets broken, then parallelly here in a daily time frame, the price of Bitcoin is also forming this right angle broadening wedge, or you can simply say as a broadening wedge reversal pattern. Right now, this here, the 27,000 is the final line of support. Doesn't matter if this is a bullish or a bearish reversal pattern, the most important thing is the support line. And as we can see, the price is holding this key line of support. 27,000 here in the medium short term is not allowed to break, because breaking below the 27,000 will trigger another bearish scenario, and in that case the price of Bitcoin could be getting attracted towards the 24,000-25,000 range before choosing a trend direction, and that is exactly what we want to avoid. So please, guys, wait until the price turns this or flips this 27,000 into proper support before looking for any long opportunity, because we know any sort of a weakness around 27,000 means another free fall which could bring the price of Bitcoin around 24,000, 25,000 range before choosing a trend direction, because parallelly the price of Bitcoin was also following this CPI indicator, and I was very clear the top CPI line which is sitting around 27,100 is going to be acting as additional support. The horizontal trend line, this horizontal trend line, the low line from this broadening top, even the top CPI line around 27,100 is going to be acting as one very important line of support. So if we break this support, then we know the price of Bitcoin is clearly weakening, and the next area of confluence according to the CPI indicator is the central CPI line which is sitting around 25,000 range. So this is going to be looked as our upcoming target as soon as the price breaks below the 27,000 support line, because in a medium short term, if we look at this price structure in hourly time frame, you can see the price of Bitcoin here after getting rejection around the 27,800 range has started to show weakness, and now we can also look at this formation as symmetrical triangle, a bearish symmetrical triangle. And if this bearish symmetrical triangle is going to play out here in a medium short term, you can see the price objective is going to be somewhere between 26,700 26,800 range. So this is where we could be getting attracted in the medium short term if the price fails to come across 27,500 today. Yes, you heard that correctly. If the price of Bitcoin fails to continue this uptrend, fails to find support above 27,500 today, I am actually expecting the price of Bitcoin to come lower towards the price objective from the symmetrical triangle and also the central CPI line around 25,000 range before finally finding bottom, before finally starting this new uptrend. Because it doesn't matter whichever way you look at this price structure, we are clearly being flashed with some bearishness and also a continuation towards this 26,000, 25,000 range. Because if you look at this price structure as an ascending channel, we have already broken one of the most important line of support, the lower line support from this rising trend line. And now since then the price is clearly lacking momentum. So if this trend continuation is going to happen, if the price does shows further weakness, then we know guys, this horizontal trend line, the price actually from this top till the bottom line is going to be looked as the upcoming target 26,000 range. And now if we combine with this rising channel, if we combine with this broadening top, a reversal pattern, you can see the price in general is lacking momentum and also could be getting attracted towards this key line areas. First here to the downside 26,000, 25,000 before choosing a trend direction, because we know the price was also forming this rising wedge. Rising wedge is considered bearish. In our case, we are holding one of the most important support line, 27,000 to 27,200 range. And as soon as this support gets broken, the next area of confluence you can see is going to be around 25,000 range. That's why guys, this 25,000 is going to be looked as our next potential target as soon as we break the support around 27,000 here in the medium short term. So only after getting attracted towards the 25,000, 26,000 range, I think the price of Bitcoin is finally going to start with a new uptrend, because in general, doesn't matter how we look at this price structure, getting attracted towards the 25,000 in a bigger frame is still considered bullish, because I have been very clear with you guys, a pullback around 25,000 in a bigger time frame will be looked as a retest. A line which previously acted as a resistance could be retested before starting a new impulsive movement like this. So that's why unless the price breaks below 25,000, any sort of a pullback in a smaller time frame, even in a bigger time frame, I won't be completely bearish. I will be skeptical, yes, that for sure, but I don't want to be completely bearish. Only after breaking that support, I know all this bullish scenario is going to be invalid and the price is going to follow a continuation like this, lower highs, lower lows continuation pattern like this. And this is what I see looking at price action of Bitcoin. Now, besides talking about all the bearish scenario which could be playing out for Bitcoin, let me end this video by showing you this hopium chart. Yes, this hopium chart which we have shared on my Twitter account, and those individuals who are still unaware of my Twitter account, the link is in the description down below, or simply type crypto Anup, you'll find me there. So according to this 3-day chart, we can see this horizontal trend line is considered as one of the most important support, and this horizontal trend line is also lying around 27,300 range, and right now 27,300 is exactly where we are holding. So as long as the price remains over 27,000 range, we could still call this as a retest from the previous temporary raise line before turning bullish. And if you also look at this 200 exponential moving average in a 3-day time frame, this 200 exponential moving average is acting as additional line of support. So as long as the price remains above 27,200, 27,300, this pullback will be considered a retest from the previous temporary raise line before consolidating, before starting a new impulsive movement like this. But if we fail to hold this 27,000 support, then we know the price is actually weakening, and in that case we will be focusing on the central CPI line around 25,000 range and even the bearish reversal pattern. So these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys, please destroy the like button, and for those individuals watching it the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.